What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Uniques. So I have 4 new items I wanted to go ahead and show you guys today. Most of these I actually found on my stream earlier. So if you were on that stream, you probably weren't, but if you were, then just be aware that you're probably going to see a couple of things you've already seen before. So let's just go ahead and get started. The first one I wanted to talk about was Blanket of Stars. Now, this is a dust shroud, but it actually gives you 1,085 defense, which is pretty damn good for Dust Shroud. It's going to give you 30% faster hit recovery. It will also give you 25% faster block rate. It's going to give you 132 enhanced defense, but that can roll higher or lower depending. 25 to vitality, 25 to energy, replenish life +8, and regenerate mana 50%. Now, me personally, I can't see myself really ever using this unless I didn't have anything that was better. I'm sure you could maybe get some sockets in here, add some stuff to it to make it a little bit better. I know that you can use, Ral, Ort, Thal, Thol to actually like add resistances to this, which would help this out a little bit because I personally think it's really not anything special. Now, I could see myself actually putting this onto a mercenary simply for the hit recovery and the block rate and the vitality, just to try to keep him alive a little bit more. But I guess it really depends on what it is that you have in your stash at the moment, because there is definitely better things you can put onto your mercenary, but this would definitely help him out quite a bit depending on the type of mercenary that you're using. And I wish I had more to talk about when it came to this one, but as you can see, it is pretty bare bones and basic. There really isn't anything complicated to really talk about with this, so let's just go ahead and move on. Up next, we have Oakheart. This one is actually a spiked club. It hits for 11 to 18 damage, and that is in its normal form. But the affixes that it gives you is actually pretty cool. We have that enhanced damage. Again, can roll up or down. Now, you're going to get 20 to life, replenish life +3, damage reduced by 3, damage reduced by 9%, and then magic damage reduced by 3 and 50% damage to undead. You can equip this at actually level 9, which is pretty freaking amazing considering that you're going to get damage reduced by 9% at level 9. That's pretty good, man. I don't know any other unique that I can think of that would really offer anything like that. But then again, I have not seen all the uniques in this game yet, but I freaking love that magic damage reduced by 3 too. Also damage reduced by 3. I can see that this has some kind of 3 theme going there. Think they kind of missed an opportunity to make it 13 to 23 damage or something like that. That'd be pretty funny right there. But yeah, this is another weapon that I just think is pretty cool. I would definitely use this probably on a druid, maybe a barbarian. I might use it on other characters, to be real, just for the damage reduction, especially if I didn't have anything better at level 9, because level 9 is very, very early to be getting that kind of reduction. So all in all, I think this one's great. Oakheart, if you like it, go look for it, and hopefully that will help you out. So moving on to the next one now. If you're wondering what happened to the other one, because there was 4 here, now as I'm sure you can tell, there's only 3. It's because I totally forgot that Nord's Tenderizer was already in the game before this mod came out. So I just took it out of there, put it into my inventory, because I actually remembered it once I was looking at it again. So we're going to skip that one. So I do apologize about that little snafu there. But up next we have Bluebeard. This is a crossbow. It is an elite class weapon. It can deal 91 to 259 damage, which is pretty good, but I have seen crossbows deal more damage. But let's look at what it gives you here. You get +1 to all skills. You gotta love that. But unfortunately, it is a 2-handed weapon. So that is a lot of skills that you could be losing by equipping this, because there's many other items that you can equip in either your off or main hand or both. That's going to give you way more than +1 to all skills. It also gives you 20% increased attack speed, which is nice. You get that enhanced damage again. It adds 75 to 150 cold damage. It also is going to give you negative 25% to enemy cold resistance, which is freaking massive. That is overpowered. That is freaking great. I freaking love it. Sorry I'm going on and on about that, but 25 to enemy cold resistance alone is enough to have me wondering whether or not I should actually use this thing. Now, you can equip it at level 79, which to me does seem pretty friggin' high, especially when there is, like I said, a lot of things you could be using other than this. But negative 25 to enemy cold resist is great, and especially because it seems like sometimes you are better off having enemy resistance down, right? Like the negative enemy resistance, other than having +2 all skills. For example, yesterday I made that rune word for you guys. What was it? Rain Reimagined, I believe it was. That gave us +4 to all skills. Let me see if I can find it to double check. Yeah, Rain Reimagined. And so even though that one gave me +4 to all skills, today I have different items on that give me negative to enemy lightning resistances. And I am demolishing stuff. I'm doing way better with the negative enemy resistance as opposed to having more put into skills. Like, even though I was doing a good almost 1,000 more damage just from having that one piece that I took off, I'm still killing things faster because I have negative lightning resistances now. Or as opposed to when I didn't have it, yeah, I was killing them, but it was taking a long time because I had no pierce to actually get through and kill all of the enemies. So I actually think, in my opinion, it's probably better to have the enemy resistances, right, than it is to actually have a shit ton put into all skills. Of course, I could be wrong about that. I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure somebody in the comments will probably tell me if they think I'm a bumbling idiot, which is totally fine. You are well within your right to do that. But yeah, my opinion, that's pretty good. And I think I would rather have the enemy resistances as opposed to having a bunch of plus to skills. Now, this will also give you 20% of cold skill damage. So this is actually falling in line with exactly what I'm talking about, because that is an overall 20% damage to all of your cold skills. And I'm not saying that having an extra +3 to skills right now would not be the equivalent of that or anything, but you gotta admit 20% jump in power is pretty big. So I really think I might actually consider using this if it was something that I had and I was noticing that I could kill them faster while using it. Now, it also gives you 55 to life, which I will always take that life, and my personal favorite affix, which is 30% better chance of getting magic items. Also, as you can tell, this has not been socketed. So you could easily go and try to find an orb of socketing to actually add even more onto this. You can find jewels that are straight up 1 to skill unique jewels. So just imagine the possibilities with this weapon if you're able to put even 4, right, just 4 plus to skill jewels into this. The only issue with that is to find 4 plus to all skills kind of jewels is going to take you a very long time, because unique jewels do not drop very often, and rarely do they actually drop with +2 all skills. So you could make this into a godlike weapon, but it might take you quite a bit of time, and it depends on how much time you want to actually invest into your character. Now, if you're a min-maxer, then yeah, you'll probably do that. But if you only have like an hour to play the game every once in a while, then you'll probably just take this, run with it, and then call it a day, unless obviously this isn't good for your specific class. Now, that's pretty much all I have for today. I want to thank everybody that's watching these videos, for real. Thanks for being here. Even those of you that absolutely hate me and call me an idiot basically in the comments, it's all good, because you're still helping me. So I really appreciate you. And honestly, please go ahead and keep commenting. Please go ahead and keep watching, even if you hate my guts, because the reality is that is engagement, and you're helping me get to more people. So thank you for that. And to those of you who aren't doing that, you guys are freaking awesome. You rock. And I think that's all I really have for today. And I'll see you guys on the next episode. So, late.